Testing 222. I want to make sure if everyone's having a golden night. If this is, dude. I keep meaning if you can hear like nervous whoops. But finally getting around to tying an elk hair caddis because that hairline kit came with some bleached elk. And I'm not sure if this is enough length in these feathers, but I'm gonna use these hackle feathers, if you will. I believe them to be rooster, but I can't quite tell yet. Like, pretty dang what bliss. So, gonna use these. Excuse me. And yeah, let me switch this up real quick. Probably not too sure. I think make some of the ghost fish, if you will, for sabiki, because I did finish packing the tackle box. I can show you, just simple as you can make it. But I really like those rigs that it's a weight with the swivels with 3 triple swivels. I just gotta look up what those are called properly. Let me do that real quick. I forgot that I have a mic attached to me. Oops. So, triple swivel, 3-way swivel. There you go. And could use 2 of those to splay out like a big ol' sabiki maybe. Have one set up for bait to kind of hang out while practicing with the other things. I am not ashamed of my inexperience, because, I mean, I'll never be bored. Jeez, I've been talking too much lately, I think. I need to start drinking tea instead of coffee. But I think I'm actually talking too light for this mic placement. So, going in on a size 14 hook. Gotta tighten this first. This tightens a little bit. A little wiggle room. It loosens just enough for a like a big honker of a saltwater hook, but haven't grown the cojones yet. Wow, that's snug. That was like instantly snug. Sorry, guys. So, size 14 dry hook, and since I don't think I have a slight clue on how to fish a dry fly with a bait caster yet, I do have a pre-set up like Amazon fly rod that I'm just gonna mess around with on the beach. I'm so excited for that though, because if I get there or stay there at a time where, and dang, maybe something glow in the dark, because that underwater light, let me just grab it real quick, that underwater light like supercharges glow in the dark stuff. Let me see, where's my tray? Okay, this one will do. Code got me this light after getting getting him into swimming in the ocean. Atlantic coast here in Florida. What am I doing? Okay, so why did I think this was going to work in any shape or form? Not sure, but maybe later. It works really well. This is just chenille from the craft store. That is glow in the dark. And they do make like fabric treatment stuff to make it glow in the dark too. I can turn the light off, but I have other lights plugged in, and it would be a chain of. I guess I could just unplug the power strip. But anyways, this is 8/0 thread, quite thin. So a little nervous for kind of forgetting to not pull too tight. But smallest little hook I've tied on in a really long time. Because I've been really focusing on these big honkin' saltwater hooks. Oh shit, let me zoom in. My bad. And oh, I can't remember the letters. HQ, HD, DQ fishing. Recommended a L-care caddis, and I've been really wanting to learn how to spin the buck hair, and I think this will be a perfect, like, not spinning, but like at least using this with exposed edges. And I still also keep forgetting to look for the razor blades when I'm at Walgreens. Hey, Ryan! I'll use one of those water-filled floats, Cassatt. So, my mistake, but I thought this was that. But it's unopenable. I don't know if it fills with water, but I don't think so. It looks pretty dang sealed. Maybe I could. It's got some weight. I know it's always, unless it's the wee hours of the morning, it's always quite blustery on the ocean, and powerful winds. I was gonna try to fish with some of these because I never have, and maybe tie on to walnuts. Oh, cool. I thought it was all chips, but I hate to say it, but it's. Now that's cute. Like, I really like that eye setup. Instead of the pupil being directly in the center, it's offset. Real nice. Hello. Nobody. Hey, nobody. How you been? Bye. Why? Why not? Hi, Spec French. Salut. I really do want to learn more. There's 3 languages that, if I, 4 languages that, obviously if I could just like speak every language I could, but if I were to try to learn again, it'd be French, Spanish, and Vietnamese. So let me zoom this in. Wait, there's a few more things. Yeah, so, okay, real quick before I forget, because I know I'm going to. Maybe this is the one I'll tie on, because it's all gnarled up down there anyway. So I can, like, cut that off. But, do you use soft plastic? Or, can you use this with, like, chunks of squid for the weight and color? I don't know. I know that I'm gonna try to get a bag of seeds. That's not right. Sand fleas. And give those a go on, I don't know what the reg is called. Maybe I could look. But yeah, where is it? I just saw I will. No, that's not it. I hope to be cohesive one day. Well, at least a bit more. So, yeah. So, pyramid sinker rig, but also, no. That's the one that I see at the piers, though. That's what I was saying the other day when I see a lot of those three-way swivels being used locally at the piers. It's this exact rig. And, oh, balloons are no longer allowed. I was thinking there was something. Rubber ducky? Because you could put it like a rubber ducky. It's a massive one. Oh yeah, and the bass floats. I can grab a bass float to show. Because do you think that if I get it out somehow? Here, versatile bottom rig. That is my plan for the big, the heavier setup. And squid, and then have the light setup. Same getup, but like a little like sabiki, like a handmade sabiki. Essentially this. And I'll just start with 2 on there. And then the bait caster, I plan on just cycling through a bunch of things to stay occupied. Because I have 2 fishing pole or rod holders to go in the sand. I don't know if they're long enough though. I think they're for like grass. I could be wrong. But I mean, I guess they're like this. Well, it's like cushioning sand, but maybe it's for wet sand. Didn't think about PVC pipe, and I'll just try to remember. Oh, I have a to-do list for that. So, PVC pipe holders. What I do is I just find the perfect piece, and then usually it happens to be the perfect length too here, because there's so many different cuts. My dad did irrigation, and so I could just cut at an angle, so you got 2. And if you have to do a long one, you cut like the size of the length that 2 would be, and then do that angle, so then you don't have to like do anything extra. But the only things I need is to fill some water bottles. So I have ice I could cycle and use the same, because I'm sure I'll come back empty a few times. And the Pompano rigs, which gotta grab those tuppence too, and figured grab at least a pack with a pack of sand fleas. I've never fished with sand fleas. Code's got a pack still in his freezer, but never got around to using them. Modern twist, there's floating, slow. Okay, sorry, I meant to look up after I showed the sinker. Sorry. You're at 3 languages. MK fishing. What languages? The one app that I found really useful was Tandem, and Tandem, and they have like audio parties, and it'll be essentially a voice chat room, and that was really useful. But I found most people wanted to practice English, and same thing with did iTalki for a while, but never practiced enough to get past the basics. It's a method from my childhood, and basically the getaway fly fishing. Works with all kinds of flies without a fly rod. Spirolinos. Ooh, let me get a notebook out too. Spirolinos. Those are like those, I see like, I think Vietnamese people, like, maybe? No, well, no. What is that? It goes under the water? Oh, I thought it was a float. You know the ones that are usually brightly colored with the stripes and they're like really thin sticks. I forget what they're called. I always see like well, not always, but anytime I would see maybe like a Vietnamese guy, and I always want to ask, but too much a shy guy. It drives me to tears. There's so much I will never know. Oh wow. So is this like a Norwegian thing? This is fascinating. Oh man, this is fascinating. I can't figure out if it's, but I guess that's like the water sinker, because you could fill it. Wow. And that'll help with cast, because that's really nice. Thank you for typing that. So I really should see. I need to. I know like my mind is like totally wrecked currently. Just been trying to make sure I got all everything down, but I got a notebook, but I want to start writing in it as soon as I like, I don't know, more mentally active. So this I'll have to rewrite in the other book. German, English, and wow, German and German was gonna be on the list, but that's why I added 4. But I don't think I vocalized it. Very cool. German language fascinates the heck out of me, cause like well, there's a lot of like words that like googling interesting German words, pretty much, and the ones that are on that Walding Samkeit or Samkeet. I get the E I and the IE mixed up, but it's the feeling of like being alone in the woods or walking alone in the woods. Spirolinos. So let me look. I really appreciate that MK for real. I never seen or heard of such a thing. Floating, slow, and fast sinking. That is really useful. I like the things that too like provide a bunch of different purposes with one object, because I am oftentimes walking or wandering in order to get to or find spots. So anything that fits in this backpack is helps when it's multi-purpose. I just like really a lot how it's written to fast or floating, slow, and fast sinking. Very nice. Alright, sorry. Spear. I'm holding my shoulders up and it looks like shoulder pads, but I always I don't know. I have to start as soon as I get, or as soon as I change, put the mic on, so I know if it weighs down too much, because it's like a weight. Need that pop star, international pop star mic. Alright. And Both works. Oh, let me also look up or say water. It works, or it both works. Personally, I like a hook separate of the lead for using bait, but if I know jig head works, oh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. It both works. Sabikis with small pieces of fish or squid can be awesome though, yeah. I like cutting the squid in strips and then tiny squares. It is so it's just so instant. And oh, it's such a treat. And a lot of times, especially with the small ones for big fish, they just pop right off with a hook. And there's a lot of edible species here. Well, there's a lot of bait fish that I want to start eating because I want to start eating the smaller species. Like I could say the bait fish in here. I got this quaint little book for my bag out there. I don't know the edibility of croakers. I don't. If anybody does, please let me know. We got bay anchovies. I don't know the edibility on these anchovies as opposed to anchovies. However, if they're edible, there's a way to make it edible. Alright. As long as it's like safe to consume. But fried whole. All those nutrients, easy as pie. And like Castnet City, Castnet have a million little baby fried shrimp, fish, and the bones and that calcium. It's just that's all I want. I at this point I don't even care if it tastes good at this point. I just want that nutrients. That is that, and Menhaden. I'm not sure the edibility on that, but Atlantic thread herring, ballyhoo is said to be delicious. Conrad said it was a good eating fish, and I'm liable to believe him. So if I ever come across one of them guys, as well as needlefish, and I saw a guy's filleted needlefish, not filleted, but gutted and then like sliced, big pieces, delicious. And like, I'm a grazer, so little fish and things that I could fry in a small like mess kit essentially is ideal and manageable. And anchovy, there's striped anchovy, bay anchovy, scaled sardine, spot, sand perch, which is a popular bait fish for snapper here, however, really good on its own. And MK Fishing, I'm not sure if you're still here. I meant to also say this, and I'm not sure if I already should, but I'm still not too sure how to rig it entirely yet. I gotta get this stuff of it back in the. So this is what I'll be using for now, and I do have this. Oh well, look at that. This it's 7 feet because it could still fit in a car if need be, and like no time to disassemble it because it's Florida, and thunderstorms, lightning storms come out of nowhere, torrential downpour, and got 15-pound line on it, or braid. This plan on targeting sand perch because that's what I really want to. I just want to fill buckets of that for my dad because that's one of his favorite fish to eat. And again, the size is just highly manageable and real good and accessible from the shore, in which is pretty much all I have access to currently, energy-wise, because I can make it to the shore with a backpack, but beyond that, I will probably collapse. So, shore, and I've been dying to be in the water while fishing more because other than the jetties at the inlets, I haven't really experienced that. And I didn't look up the park name. Turns out to be the one right there. So as light as I could, like, I mean, I really don't know how light is light. To me, I thought that would be like the lightest I could make, but I guess not. I guess could have got made that way. Yeah, very used to big honking saltwater balls, but learning Japanese, very cool. Japanese is another one where, I mean, I'm sure every language is brutally fascinating, but there's another one where you just come across so many interesting words. Just, I guess it's this day. Spirulina is basically a way to get light baits, natural bait, or artificial out there. Usually they have a given density, not water filled, but you can get them. Dang. I'm gonna take a screenshot of that part. I write everything in my notebook, but I try to keep it as like a reference guide, so I write y'all's names, like, and because I like to remember where information came from, and it's not stuff coming off the top of my head. So, and then I write like stuff, all I can. Ramstein, very nice. My mom has suddenly gotten into Ramstein. It's wild. And Yola Tango, which, see, she has never confined herself to a genre, and nor have I, so she's finally, she hasn't confined herself to a genre, however, she has ripped on my music for a long time. But now, like, Atreyu, they're, I guess they're still around in one way or another, but like it was just a treat going down memory lane. I started listening to music at a really young age, so I got quite a lot of genres in her memory bank, especially. I may or may not have went through a minor psychopathic phase. Whoop whoop. I went to Catholic school, small Catholic school too, but a little coastal Catholic school. It wasn't like we were getting whipped or anything. Um, I realized. Oh. So, I've been a land base, caught a few fish, bigger than myself doing that. Wow. So, I'm cave fishing if you're still here. How do you best get it? Say, hypothetically, you woke up one morning and you just couldn't cast for shite. How would you get your bait as far from shore as you could? And the dang surf cameras, you have to pay now to see them. And couldn't find any other live ones, but because at least you could see like how, essentially like how all those surf line cams. Used to see if it was packed or if it was raining there too. That's the thing in Florida. It could be right down the street. Is it raining there too? But hey, Global. Yeah, I'm hoping to go for the bait fish. Like, still target everything else. Like, have the honker out. Well, current honker. I I've never casted with the pole saw. I messed with the fly pole, but that blew me away. It was so light, featherweight, like bird bones. Oh, I never really think about this with these small ones. But my shirt should help. Oh. Slowly decrease the amount of thumbing. Okay, hey. And very much likewise global. Oh, I gotta play Black Hole Sun for my mom. I guarantee you she'll say, that's the one. She's been, see, I've been telling her for years, she's a music person, like, every album on vinyl possible, but I've been trying to tell her for years. I have things on YouTube because she doesn't have a record player right now, and well, Bluetooth one, but yeah. So she keeps just like using the recommended that comes while you're watching or listening to music. She finally figured out how to type. Well, she does every time she touches the phone because the frame is very thin. It usually opens an ad. So, but I told her how to swipe everything off. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is I have a personal DJ. So, life is pretty sweet. She does get emotional to Eminem songs though, but you know. Oh, and 50 Cent. She really loves 50 Cent. She likes all music, but she's like, you don't know what they did to this man. 'Cause my mom's got a lot of Southern in her, so like bless his heart type of Southern. So yeah. She will be on eventually because she wants to talk about Florida history and stuff. And today, because like it takes like a while I feel like to explain and show so many examples so she knows what to expect and like how easy it is to make a really like useful video and got so much local history. But she said she would really like that today. So that was all I needed to hear. So elk hair caddis. Gosh, I was so tired and out of it, and then I came on here. Y'all's presence is the greatest present possible. It's my dad's radiation out. Today we weren't able to make it to because like all-time low energy-wise. But you know, I've said often I love my dad, but he is quite possibly the most stubborn human being you could imagine. Like, not even just me, like, imagine. Using that, like, basically divine power of imagination. Not even close. So, it's just getting to be distressing. Thankful to have a big old table to, yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, might as well keep the body a little even. But bag's almost packed for any time, so I am just waiting for a breeze of energy. As soon as my bag's totally packed, I'm gonna tell my dad it's packed, and that whenever that he thinks either he has the energy to go or might not need might rest for a few hours, and try to bring back some Pompano. I didn't even look up season or anything. Like if they're, I'm just flying blind. So sometimes 90% of the time it's a little arse backwards, but that's alright. I'm starting to get sunburnt and I'm happy. Tough in the world. Ooh. One smirk. Oh, sorry. One trick is to follow the line with the rod, so the line isn't coming off at a sharp angle. Very nice. I always wonder that. I do hear like tip, like pointing, but I'm really thankful to have that information in my mind, like officially, because sometimes it's hard to learn solely off observation. Because again, I just let too much time go by, and so my dad is just too not in good shape to learn from him, so I figured spend all the time possible learning, and then, you know, then almost like on an equal playing field. He doesn't have to constantly make magic happen on my line. I swear to God, it happens every time. And I'm not sitting there complaining. I'll happily cast and cast and cast all day. Pretty well every day. Like, a few days it might not physically be impossible to wake me up, but nothing will happen. Again, still happy, happy chappy. But my dad just goes, give me that. Every time, give me that. And then he hands me the pole, puts his hands in the air, sometimes does a spin, every time. And I wish I had many more memories like that. It's really something aerodynamic. I meant to say that too. One of the most aerodynamic designs. Oh, sorry. I was thinking back to the the sinker float. Hello, Kyle. Ryan has been creating straight masterpieces. I like watching the freestyles because it's just one of my favorite words as a kid because I read it in Mojo magazine. I was real obsessed with Sid Barrett. I like had funeral and birthday parties. um, the lady described the shelf as idiosyncratic shelving, but I was a child and I learned a new word. But it's not only a good word, but it's one of my favorite things about any form of creation. Everyone does this so differently. And then put on top of that, like, that everything done differently, freestyling is just wildly fascinating. And the colors are outrageous. Like, all of those look like fine jewelry. Or hat pins, like the German hat pins. I always forget what they're called, but kind of almost like a fedora shape, and the pins on them, or that usually adorn them, but any hat pins really. I found a pack of them on Amazon, and I really, 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 really want to get them. I just keep forgetting, and I think I might have enough. They're $10 and I have $11, so I could probably scroll far enough down to find them for a good $6. That's how I do Amazon. But tying that elk hair caddis, but in a rambly mood. And I think it's Monday, cause uh, I find some really good stuff on Amazon. Though scrolling far enough down, unique things. So my mom gave me a roll of paper towels. Oh. My mom wants Jigs for hats. That's incredible. I'll put the link to the pins that I found in the Discord, because guaranteed you could get use out of them too, tied directly onto them. And wham bam. Yeah, a lot of the jewelry findings, like, really, 'cause then, gosh, again, like, wives, mothers, other humans that exist. I don't know. I forgot, but you know, gifts for your loved ones that perhaps don't engage in your fly tying or fishing, but still really appreciate the beauty, because it is some of the most beautiful handwork, like lace. Incredible. So let me be right back. 2 seconds. It's not even gonna be a full minute. Sorry about that. I cannot let my dad fall asleep. He has a lot of calories to consume. Hey, Zoidberg! So, I'll show you, or it might be still up on the computer, but I don't know how many are on their computer. Oh, I guess not, because this is a portrait thing. But Lake Worth Beach, it's all sand, and it's quite a ways from the pier, but in the grand scheme of things, it's right there. And I looked on Google Earth, and I didn't see any. Oh, I already forgot about this. I just waxed it up. I didn't see any rocks or anything like that. Yeah, run. I will try my best not to forget to send the link, because oh wow, what a strange. So this is my first time using microfind. Microfind. I do like finding tiny shells. Take a strainer and just grab a little scoop of the smallest, because then when you're home and you don't feel like watching TV or doing much, you can pour them on a plate and sift them. I'm not even kidding. I used to try to get my friends when I I didn't get sick very often, but if I was ever like at home like sick, I tried to get people to bring me crunchy sands. And that's just, those like pockets of shells when you're walking down the beach. Just that. No one ever did. I would. I would have got someone crunchy sand. Because then I could have poured it outside and like sifted shells while getting vitamin D. But and then the shells you don't want, you could donate to a crafts thing, like a school. Donate seashells, and or just bring them back. But they don't go bad. I try to leave the intact spirally shells now, because I got a nice cute little jar full just from growing up here. But those are homes. I much like the ones that are all chewed up anywho. But more than happy to send anybody seashells, because everyone is coastal and they're quite nice to add. Oh, Zoidberg! If you want any seashells from this immediate coast, pretty sweet with copper. Which start pulling my copper out, because I think that would be sweet to I've been wanting to make more men's stuff, which it's all for whoever wants it, but. Hey, Locked Up Drag, how's your night going? That sport cap. Does anybody know what happens to the bass on the Bassmaster Pro? I never watched tournament shipping before. Oh, oh. I could tell if I'm nervous about a pattern simply by how long it takes for me to get started. Oh, look at me go. Shite. Oh, stupid idiot. No, just kidding. Wish I was never born. Forgot the feather. I kid. So, it says slightly oversized. This one's nice. Well, it's slightly oversized. One of my favorite things to do at this point is that. Alright, I get a little. I really like the vise now that I'm able to get it or have a table that fits it, because the bobbin can hang off the table at great lengths, and very much beginner will be for a hot minute in my opinion. I apologize if anybody here has, for some reason I just can't commit it to memory. When you put a hackle feather, I'm sorry for the jump scare also, for hackle, do you put it, like, say this side is the shiny side where the rib is flush, and the other side is the matte side where the rib protrudes a little bit. Do you have the shiny side facing inward? And I know a few of you have answered this for me before, but I'm still in the back room of my parents' house, so I'm a little shiny forward. So this is shiny side. I put, forward, like towards the hook or away from the hook? Other way. So, shit. Ah, okay, shine towards it. And then, like so. Oh, I guess that would be like this. The seaweed yet I'm pretty new to surfishing. Still in the earliest stages. I'm an hour and a half from the Gulf, so I don't get out there much often. I wonder, I think it's 4 hours. I'm 4 hours from the Gulf. I think it takes about 5 to get to St. Augustine. Shoot. Or can I just dub over the feather? Yeah, I really need to start writing down locations too, so I could start learning about other places. Because I'm more than happy to try to tie things from y'all's area. I realize. Alright, I did get it under, so. Mm. I'm wasting time. I'm really wasting time. I'm like spending it for free at this. Oh, you know what? I know what I needed. Instead of the hat pins, I'll have to wait on those boys. But I need, God, head cement, the penetrator. But still, there's a thin Zappa gap that I was curious by. Like a thin formula. And there was another one. But I need that pen. Ooh. Yeah, it's really intense. I don't know what to do. My dad, um, just dropping too much weight. I'm really afraid because it's towards the end of treatment. And figured that they're gonna want to do a stomach tube. That's what they said. So now when you wrap, and try to, oh, try to, oh, mommy. Yeah. I think, here, let me make sure my dad doesn't want the light on. Well, ain't he something to behold? Cute little guy. So, wow. Stoked on that. Okay. It's, renders gray. These. Isn't that wild? Thought it'd kind of be a little browner, but that's it. Love overhearing these, like, crime shows. It's just like, he's not your friend, Greg. Bodkin. Yeah, really stoked on surf fishing. But, I wish I, just took the 2 seconds to look up that park name. Alright. Now the moment that I've been a little nervous about. So, oh, ow! I recommend you have I recommend. Hey, Steve, I really appreciate that. Let's see. Not sure where you, but I love this dude. Oh shit, Mullet and crab hack line. I love boat talk because everyone sounds like they're going on dates. Yeah, man, I'll take you out. Show you a good time. But yeah, no, I missed the mullet run, and I believe I saw like swimming, but and could have been schools of anything really. But been hearing about that for so long and only really now starting to really learn what that means. And very excited. I would like to eat them too. And yeah, not exactly sure what I'm targeting because don't really know properly how to target much of anything. I know just about everything enjoys a good scrimp or squid here. It actually does make a difference on soft hackles if you palmer them. Yeah, if anyone's on Discord, the link is in the the biography of the channel or the description of the channel. And I have to write down. I started writing down like everyone's like general areas, because when a face or name becomes familiar, it kind of gets seared into my mind forever. And which but it would be really cool to learn the wild edibles of different areas, because I really just know this area, as well as fish and different patterns, because there aren't a lot of like dry flies that I can really find. I mean, topwater flies that I can find for saltwater, because there's not much dancing on the top of saltwater. And but there's so many that I just have been holding off lately, because they're gonna pile up, so I've been focusing on saltwater. But if y'all got streams near you, I don't, I wish. But it'd be nice to, I don't have a hair stacker. Oh wait, I think I did bring it. What did I do with that? Printed it with Will's printer. Oh, don't know. Maybe I didn't bring it. So I'm gonna read what it says here. And this I'm just using the hairline kit itself. Came with quite a few patterns and recipes, if you will. Measure length of wing. What? Measure length of. Okay, that wasn't just me. Measure length of wing from hook of eye to bend. Transfer the hair to your material hand and secure firm wraps of thread holding onto the hair when wrapping thread. Release the hair and make a couple of walking wraps. Whip finish and cut thread. Trim the ends of the elk hair that extend over the eye of the hook. Add a drop. Okay, so cut a small bunch of elk hair about the width of a wooden matchstick. Hold the hair by the tips. Gently remove the smaller hairs from the bottom of the bunches placed in the hair stack. Oh, I messed that up. Where's this hair stacker? I have a film canister. Will that work? Let's see. Okay. So, if I dang, I do not have one. I wonder where that is. It's quite alright. Matchstick. I'm not exactly sure how to gracefully do you pull it off? That was a dumb question. Alright. Hope everyone's night is going absolutely flawlessly. I do want to say that. I'm Palm Beach County, Florida also. So if anybody also on top of that has any pier fishing or surf fishing, probably gonna be sticking to surf fishing. I think I just need like a mental reset or something. So I don't even want to go on the pier because like at least I could put headphones on the beach and stuff. At the pier, like too, you know, a lot of people, so gotta keep. But I need to like focus and observe. But this time I think focus is gonna be the focus. Is what observing, because I try to do that. I observe a lot because I was too shy to ever ask anything out in the wild there. Alright. So I'm guessing like okay. Hmm. I go back. See, I don't like doing that. Wildly relatable. I just I don't know. I think I should go back, honestly. Well, if I go back, I'm gonna have to. Well, I think I trimmed that too short. Top 20. Yeah, the book. Oh, did you pick? God, I'm like mixing dreams and all kinds of things. Like my mom said she sent me a fishing video this morning, and I really thought it was in a dream. Very cool. Oh my God, that green stuff, the caddis dubbing. Let's see, I'm still very like fresh, in my opinion. Like I will be for forever. How about? Cause there's just the colors are unreal. Like I want to eat this stuff, man. Like unreal colors. Man, I messed that up. I shouldn't have trimmed it that much. Oh, okay. So I'm going to redo this. Is that too sparse? There needs to be more elk hair. It's hard to gauge from photographs for me because a lot of these I've never seen in person, and I don't really know how they're fished, to be totally frank, and can't really conceptualize much about it. I'm guessing maybe this hair is a little kind of, I mean, I'm not sure. Highly visible dry fly. How much do you need for the elk for optimal float? Because I'm wondering if I should keep this one as and just start fresh. And I do want to look up Pompano things. I was wondering also, you know how, I don't know if you've seen Pompano rigs, but they're really big here for pier fishing, surf fishing. I see them everywhere. They have like floats, like sinky floats or floats near the hooks. I was wondering if that floatant stuff, perhaps, or materials that float can emulate that type of maybe levitating or kind of hovering. I'm not sure. You grabbed it with the right. Oh, very cool. Well, I'll try her again and I'll keep her as is. I just haven't been really able to focus much. I haven't really been pushing myself to focus much either, because I'd rather, you know, fall behind a little bit here than like have a emotional meltdown, because it is getting a little too real in these parts. I'm just, who would make an only child? I'm just, I'm just kidding. But God, I have an imaginary sibling at this back table at this point. I'm not sure if that taper is a little too strong or if it will affect its flow or if they should be trimmed. Bad hair day. Those look a lot buggy. I'll definitely do the tips. Can I tip or pinch the ends and then readjust them back into add fly floating and it's not sinking. That is too cool. I haven't looked up what it is yet. Okay, deer float like cork. Wow. So, deer, does the same go for, like the tail, like bucktail, as well as, like deer fur in general? Some grease or, ew. Oh, 'cause it floats. 'Cause it floats. Oh. That's really, really cool. Also, those jaggedy rocks, those oysters, mush, they're like watery, like, but I don't know why I didn't think about it. Bring salt. I do the same with the shrimp because it's always mush, but there's a lot of those like oystery things. I didn't want to forget to, wow, that is really neat. Bucktail is a little different than, very good, very good. Oh, that's fascinating. Yeah, I noticed that the fur is just indescribable, really. It almost looks like 3D printed or something. Like, I'll see if I can. Not wild looking. Like 90% sure this is deer fur. Oh, it's so soft. If I had like 2 squares of this, I'm finally getting my cave woman costume because I've been wanting to, you know, you live once so you know of, and that's why, like, kind of wear what I want. Don't bother no one. But I just think it'd be really cool is all to have some like hyper utilitarian like to this area. I need like to eat meat. This is bad. My diet's all messed up. Sorry. Hyper localized, hyper utilitarian clothing for Southeast Florida, and yeah, trying to get a tuk tek, a collapsible kayak for now, because there's loads of spots that could access via that, but the paddleboard is just too heavy in reality to carry it around, as well as everything else, and inflatable, so I'd rather the kayak. It's takes 2 minutes to set up rather than 20 trying to inflate it, and if you're tired, that's really not fun. But if you look at collapsible kayak, oh my god, I cannot stop thinking of it. And every day that goes by, I think about it more and more. Because I don't know how else to get like gear to Peanut Island and stuff like that. Because also in reality, if I take the ferry, that means that I will not have much food with me. That's for sure. So I definitely gotta catch something or like dig up some sand, please. But I there's so many access points that the paddleboard is a breeze, and on a calm like day, I really want to check out around. Shoot, I always forget what it's called. Marina, Sailfish Marina. The my number one Florida dream besides the Springs is to see a Goliath grouper, and I've seen grouper, but not a Goliath yet. Oh wow, what's a roe deer? Or is it a roe deer? Roe. Wow. Wow, beautiful. Very cool. My dad's closest friend does a lot of hunting, and I don't catch many fish yet, so I can't trade fish. But I can trade seashells and handmade items. So if anybody, you know, never hesitate. But yeah, I'm about to get real into finding seashells because my mom's able to go for long walks now, which took years after uh, over a month-long coma. So trying to get her really hooked on something. So I think shells would be ideal because she could bring them home and either string them up or I could make jewelry for her with them. My family has gone through non-stop hell for decades now, so I told everyone, look, life is short. We're just going to start, like, doing good things now. So, you get two options. You get three options: swimming at the beach, fishing at the beach, or shell collecting at the beach. And I'm just kidding, I said none of that, but I said that life is too short and we just gotta start making it a point to not let anything bother that isn't within immediate control and spend a lot more time next to endless Atlantic because blessed to be from so close, so it's about a 20-minute walk, 15 minutes if you're walking quite fast. And I don't know, I'm ashamed how little I've been going out, honestly. This is my childhood home, I think, and my mom was raised in it as well, so. Both my parents were beach bums, but just gotta get them back out. And I'm an only child, so it's all up to me, Jamie. But really appreciate y'all more than you can possibly even imagine. The third spaces, I mean, when I was going to start going to the library, so I'm going to be starting to go to. There's so many things that I've been holding off for no good reason. Even the painting. Y'all have to see the painting at the post office. It's the most intense painting. And so it's in the swamps, and it's a fisherman or a duck hunter, I'm not sure, with this dog and a gator, and there's this big painted painting and substituting all kinds of. It's been a treat and a half to watch. I've been having it on in the background. Run. If anybody sees this, I keep meaning to say it more often. Run uploads a lot, and they're like just I don't know works of art. The colors very vibrant. I just can't get enough because jigs are something that I think I personally will probably be a little better at because of the weight and like active like sometimes I get a little antsy and move things too much, but if it maybe doing that would be ideal for jigs. I'm not sure yet, but it's been truly kismet, so highly recommend. I need to make a list of like of y'all's channels too, so I could have like a thing that links to them all. I've always wanted to make a directory on my old site when I was trying to make like a little handmade kind of themed site, but also like a blog symbolism and stuff like that. And but at a local directory, I even had a lawyer, but just a directory of real people. But I really do want to make a directory of fly tires, or even just fellow channels, because I'm coming from the realm of handmade goods and items and Etsy, so small businesses is like in my DNA, but real small businesses, not not the ones that are being bought in and like their skin is used as suits. You know what I mean? Like real human beings, and yeah, and in a realm, if you will, that is so hand crafted. It's I will gladly like archive as much as I can. And Rage Baits is almost up. Rage Baits is for everyone, so please never hesitate. Instagram, Discord, Facebook. You could list your flies and lures there, and instead of like buy it now or any payment or anything like that, it'll just link to your site or your email or what have you if you want. Or could go into like a gallery where it's fly tires or a showcase, anything. I am not the best at WordPress, but I know how to do some things. And so more than happy. And I want to make a little like blog area. Saving up for a book. I say saving up because it's $20 and I just can't. Ugh, $20. I have to find it online, but the Walgreens Florida history books are out of control. I always see a new one there that I just need, but they're never on sale. And like, I'm thinking a little too thrifty for $20 for a single book. That's crazy. But information that's very hard to find online. So it's definitely worth it. They almost exclusively get. Oh wow! So let me look up so I don't miss. Wild game from now on, right on. Locked up drag fishing. That's exactly how I'm trying to be my boy. I fly blind, but even a moth will or a fly will maybe sometimes find the window opening because I am starved, brutally starved, and just too many moving parts and not enough nourishment, and like really hard to get from stores and be able to get enough for 3 people. And like I could eat chicken thighs every day, not happily, but I've for the last long time, really, and pretty much anytime I live on my own, I pretty much eat to live and not live to eat. I heard that recently, and I really, really liked it. That being said, I do like making recipes and specific things, just not every day. Hell no. Was passing by, I still want it, the beef and beans. The kid was making ground beef and beans, and like, I don't know if it was his mom, like, ripping on him or something, but it was on mute, so I didn't hear any of that. I just saw that, and I was like, oh, that looks simple as hell, and really easy. Or, yeah, simple and really nice, but that's all. I also saw another guy just throw it in a Ziploc, and people were like ripping on him. I'm like, that's perfect. That'll do. Because I don't want to have to keep stopping to like source food. And if I get too hungry, that's when I start poking myself out. Start poking myself, or feel like I'm going to throw the rod out of my hands. Get off balance like instantly. So I try to keep like stuff on me, but the food has just been, I can't live off pizza, and that's pretty much the only like pre-made accessible food that you get at all hours. If and that's not even like the thing, like takeout, that's not even like the thing. It really is the store itself, the supermarket. Can't get enough of the basics. It's like I forgot how much it is for butter, but thankfully just use the basics. My parents are also like a basics household, like potatoes, butter, milk, eggs. So just focus on that kind of thing anyway. But can't get any beef anymore. Like excluding like cheap cuts for the Instant Pot. But I haven't really been cooking because my dad hasn't been able to eat. Or like eat beyond protein shakes. I guess. I think that's one reason why I don't know if I've stopped talking once, because when I do, it's all I can think about. Pizza, tacos, yes. See, tacos I could live off of, though. 100%. So much variation. There's a lot of variation in pizza, but the base is just too filling. The dough too filling for me, and the tomato sauce a little too acidic to eat all the time. So yeah, tacos. The flea market here has got dollar tacos and karaoke at like 7 in the morning. But here's our menu. See, this is too unregulated species. Examples of unregulated species include ladyfish, bonito, Manhattan, white grunt, southern stingray, Gulf kingfish or whiting, pinfish, Atlantic croaker, jack crevalle, Sarah mackerel, hardhead catfish, gaff topsail catfish, lionfish. No license is required to harvest lionfish by diplomat, pole, spear, or Hawaiian sling, and lionfish bag limit is unlimited for both Gulf and Atlantic state waters. They look delicious too, like clean, beautiful white meat, and you're saving the children when you eat the lionfish, as well as our native ecosystems. But I'm telling you, it gives me like fear. Blue Heron is such a good swimming spot for all swim levels and all ages, really. However, saw two so close to the shallow area, because that's like reef, a lot of reef everywhere, especially in the shallow area. You could see starfish and huge angelfish in like 3 feet of water. confusing. May as well zoom out. But I shoot. I'll be right back. I can't let my dad fall asleep without eating. I know he's gonna be pissed, but it's like that's sacrifice for it. I shall be enemy number uno. But yeah, I can't let him fall asleep. I don't know what to do about anything anymore, really. But stay busy and occupied mentally. Said to wake him up when I'm going to sleep. I think, this, yeah. But, yeah. Just gotta, I guess, keep asking away, 'cause I don't know how long you can go just eating like, and Walgreens has been sold out of the Ensures with 350 calories, and from what I can tell, that's like the most calories they come in. And but if it keeps going under 2,000, no, well, I think 1,200 to 2,000, he loses weight, and he's like lost more than he can. But I don't know how to like get um it's he'll get told like a later type of thing, and always later, like it's always later. It's that it's really depressing because the last few years been trying to get like specifically my dad back going, and it was his back, but this popped up in the last few months, and I guess obviously everything went to a standstill, which obviously is what it is, not complaining, but I just a wild thing to behold. And I mean, there's so many stages of life, as in like there's only so many. So is there so many? There's there only so many. But do I know the way? I do know the way, but let me look it up to make sure that's not. Oh wow! I did not. This sounds familiar. Oh. I did not run. I don't know if you're still here, but I didn't see the. I saw the pictures. I didn't see the actual stream. So let me see. How do I find? Oh shit! Oh, what the hell? No shit. Is that a... Times I have mine all the way. That is sick. Sitting on the dock of a bed. Does this water have a name? Like this body of water have a name? My favorite body type. my favorite my favorite body type is water. God, I wish the inlet was just a little less doo-doo brown. Like, I can always go over to show it from the bridge. Under the bridge is a little inhabited. But there's a few reasons I really want to go over there right now. Like, right now. It's just like extra sketchy at night. It's such a quaint little area, but walking at night is like, ooh, lordy. But the bridge is stuck. Linkworth Bridge is stuck. Part of it. I'm not sure if they fixed it yet. They said it's gonna be up for a few months, and so everyone has to use one side of it. But you know, something different. I think the Lantana Bridge or something up with that too, but I can't remember what I read. And but under Lakeworth Bridge, they have floating docks. I wonder if like one day they could, no, right? They can't put more inlets. Is there like a distance between inlets? Like a minimum distance between inlets before like total collapse of the. It would just be wild to be able to swim right there. Because blue heron is just, it blows my mind. Like completely. Completely. Under that east bridge, I want to provide a service. And code is down. So you could either, uh, you know, swim yourself. Or if, say, you've never swam before. And, you know, I will save you. No, just kidding. Well, can't say that, but I will put my best effort. No, I can't say that. But no, just kidding. But in all seriousness, could just like hold onto a raft and look down and just like be pulled by someone swimming to it's like a ride. Like a friend of ours went and as far as I know he doesn't swim in the ocean uh, very much at all. And it was just like a really nice to see like someone taking something in like that. because under the bridge it's all shaded, but it's really dark. And you can just float, kind of like those lazy rivers through it, especially when it's slack tide, and just look down with the snorkel and just, I know reefs and like there's that everywhere, but this is under Blue Heron Bridge in West Palm Beach and Small Riviera, and it's you just go, it's wild. It's vibrant and lush, and lobster, just everything, and like you could see everything in like a few feet of water, but then of course it gets quite deep under the bridges, but not too deep, and not deep enough where you couldn't retrieve your phone. Maybe under the big bridge. I haven't ventured out too far. Not yet, but the big bridge is quite big, but it gets deeper and deeper, and like I feel my whole body like go hollow, and like you could hear every one of your own heartbeats. Like, cause it's been a while since like seen a shark swimming, which they're everywhere, but like at the jetties you could see a ton of them, and I'm sure like other like hot spots, like guaranteed spots, guaranteed sighting spots, whatever. But one like swam by the same as if he was like had hands in his pocket, whistling down the street, and really like peaceful, tranquil. But it doesn't matter. My heart started like beating. Like I felt like I could hear it. It was wild. Like like slow, like really slow. I hear that ad all day, but I'm not complaining because anything to keep like mind occupied right now. It's just I think it's just like being occupied too far away from food. I don't know how to like sneak food into somebody's body. Can you do that? Is that legal? Just kidding. But all seriousness, I gotta get food. Um, I'm supposed to finish the inshore. So I think I should probably start doodling or something to kill some time to make sure he at least drinks a few inshores. Tomorrow's chemo, so that's 6 hours freezing cold. And if I don't go tomorrow, I'm gonna completely reorganize my mom's rooms. Every time, since it's really early in the morning, and I don't know how my dad can stay up until like 5 and get up like 2 hours later and stay awake, but I can't, and a lot of times I get caught up by choice, in all honesty, and cause always something, like, I'm pretty much at night for the most part, like resting for the day, so yeah, don't really need to be like on alert while he's like resting, so hence the caffeine. I walked into something, I don't know what, it's painful, it's like a cut and bruise, but and coastal fishes, so bluefish, bonefish, ladyfish, striped mullet, tarpon, common snook, sword spine snook, inshore fish. I love this book so much. It's waterproof. I have a book for Atlantic fishes, but not waterproof. And like while sitting there and in between things, I like stuff to zone out too. and little infographic things I really, really like for anything, like planets, U.S. presidents, it doesn't matter. If it's an infographic, I'm down to shove it in my notebook. But African pompano, permit, Florida pompano, and I think 3/8 is the ones, yeah, like something with red and white, or red and yellow, and they got loads at Tuppence, so very excited. I always run into those. They have a kit on Amazon, and I'm trying to avoid Amazon, but the shipping and just unavoidable. But there's a Pompano rig kit that just comes with loads of the floats and stuff. They don't sell the floats individually, which I'm not sure. They could probably order it. I haven't asked or anything, but it's like $4 per rig, and I believe even a single pack. I think all different brands have different prices, but I think I saw 2-pack for about the same. But I go fishing, but I'm very much a beginner there too. I don't want to like I want to get a few, so I don't like avoid using it, I guess, and therefore learning like how to use it. Sometimes if I just get one of something, I won't use it. I won't touch it, and I'll either think I'm wasting it or gonna lose it. So I do try to get doubles. Also for if other people come along. Eventually they will. My setup is almost complete. Instead of that little tent thing, got a bigger one. So I could put all the stuff in it, cooler, chair, and everything. But I think I'm gonna sacrifice chair and only bring the tent. So no chair, but blanket. That's fine. And the sand's really comfortable. And cooler is one or two of those Publix bags. If you go into like the pool section, like where they have like some pool toys, oh gosh, if you're in Florida, well, Publix is a Florida thing. I don't know if they cross the state lines, but pool toy area, and they'll have the coolers, the Publix like zipper coolers, but they're insulated. So instead of bringing a cooler, I'm just gonna go for those because you can fold them and stash them anywhere. And then what else was there? Oh, I have to add that to the list. So that's something I still have to go and get. Publix cooler bag. Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. And then just bring it with the filled bottles that could go in Ziplocs, but not really necessary because I could use it for food and then use the bottles for the bait, or try to figure out how to do that. Just since it's not going to be out there for like any time soon, not within the next few days, I can spend all time that I would be worrying in circles while, allowing time to go by for better times, hopefully, but just spending every ounce of extra thought on planning the perfect shoreline pack. Now shoreline pack was like anywhere, like I was trying to set my backpack up for anywhere, freshwater, saltwater, but I just set the little tackle box up with that, and that's fine. So I want my backpack to just be shoreline, because I'd be using the big backpack to be walking to the beach anyway, to carry as much as I could. So I decided on that. I will show. I brought a hoodie, and I just throw the fishing stuff in here. The knife and tweezers are fixed to the back. I mean pliers. The knife and pliers. For this stuff, I just brought leader and some other line to use as leader, and like a big sabiki and a shrimp sabiki and like a small regular one. And then for this, I try to keep it to just what I think I'll use. Here, I'm gonna put this upside down because it's getting crinkly. Definitely bring one of these. I don't know why. This is the most beautiful thing. This material, I don't know. It's like green pearl. Beautiful. Rigid. Like it's thick. I really need to get my hands on whatever that is. I can look at it all day. So I just bought one of these. I'm not too familiar with these, but I have loads of them. They're my grandpa's and my dad's their favorites to mess with. Excuse me, I brought spinners in case nothing happens. I'm guessing, I'm not sure if these are just for freshwater, but they're very attention grabbing. So I want to always bass buster. And bluegill. That's all I've caught with this thus far, but I only had dinky little. Anyway, some live bait hooks in different sizes, just 2 sizes. Some circle hooks in different sizes, just 2 sizes also. Oh. Okay. Just a few different sizes offset saltwater hooks. Just a few, because if I get this wet accidentally, I don't want to lose me. And then a few different sizes, like another mishmash of offset saltwater hooks with bait holders, so I don't have to dig around with. Some of these bait clip things, I lost the ones that you could lock onto the string or line after the fact, but just some regular ones, and these came in a kit, so grab some of those. Maybe it'll help me see, like, I don't know. Swivels, of course, and the 3-way swivels. One with 90-degree angle. I don't know if there's a difference there, but I like this one for the handmade sabiki. I'll be using these instead of using knots, because my knot work isn't there yet. Getting the same knot, like yeah, I just need to practice it. And then some teardrops. I'm sure these have a proper name, but and pyramid weights and a bunch of egg sinkers. A little sharpener to nick any burrs or anything. 2 of these. Never used them, but they're weighted. And that's it. And I'm sure I'll bring some flies. So I gotta start trying to choose which like what I have that would be appropriate to begin with. And if there's anything that, I don't know, y'all would bring that I just don't know about yet. A little towel and gloves, grippy gloves. I don't have balls. I don't. Some of these fish look sharp as shite, to be totally honest. They are, and even the ones that aren't sharp, the spines and the fins, just like flapping the wrong way, and you know, decent pain tolerance or what have you. It's not that. It's not the ow involved. It's the hesitation before I grab the fish that I can't shake. I need like obstacle course, like the do 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 do. It's just like grabbing. But yeah, that hesitation, and I know like just gonna get a spine like a paper cut type thing. I don't like wearing gloves the entire time because I can't feel anything, but I try to keep at least my right glove on, or no, my left glove on. Right glove is for the pliers. My best bait, like favorite, I've yet to fish with, I've only fished with fresh shrimp a few times. A little girl gave me the rest of her fresh shrimp once, and blows my mind how like jumpy they are. The one spot I know that has closes early, and never was able to go in. But I like squid a lot. Squid a lot. It stays on the hook. You can cut it in so many fascinating shapes. Make little creatures of your own, and loads of stuff like that. I like squid. And you could fish a whole, I'm sure. I have yet to do that though. Fish a whole one. Like, could you put those like trawling hooks? I don't know what they're called. Not the hooks with 3 hooks on the same hook, but like the 2 or 3 hooks attached to one another. Like for I could grab one. I had one here. This skirt is 100% silk, and that's why I still have it, and I've worn it God, every day for summer straight since high school. And I want to get more of these. They're just the wrap skirts made out of recycled saris. I want just these, honestly. Because I'm trying to do that with clothes, what I do with food, just stuff I don't think about. Because time's just going by faster and faster for me, so like I'm trying to like really, I don't know. Not only efficiency, not like convenience, like efficiency. And efficiency to me would involve like a health aspect, not just like, oh, it's efficient because it's easy and cheap, but like easy, cheap, filling, and like nutrient dense. Convenient would just be like 2 of those things in my world. What are these called? But can I put just this on a giant big old squid? Whoa, can I put this on the lower one with most of the squid? Well, maybe one of the hooks that just have 2. So like most of the squid, and then put part of it on like a secondary hook. So it looks like a squid fall. And it's like a piece floating away. I don't know. But these are the triple. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Trailer hooks. Thank you. I keep calling them troller hooks, but I wasn't even aware that I was even that close. Usually was my dad like would go out, but also pier and like anywhere fishable. But he prefers, obviously, I guess, prefers going out, and he is real close to the Gulf Stream. I don't know how close, cause he'd go out by himself and sleep out there. One day, I'll be able to like get him to tell some stories, but beginning, I mean, yeah, thankfully, like, I don't know. I just so suspended within my own existence, but holding up damn good though. Like, I'm straight, but I, just aware of how, brutal life can get, I guess. But, my family like never caught a break, so like I'm pretty dang good at keeping it together. Unless like unless like yeah, but we'll see. I think this is the last round of chemo scheduled, so I really guess also to see what they're gonna say. Maybe less stress will help the appetite try to resurface a little bit. I hate to do this to y'all, but I do have to go to the bathroom, and I am mic'd, so mute it real quick. Weep. Oh man. But golden days upon the horizon, surely. Ha, sure. Surely. Uh, yeah, so the Pompano jigs, I see a lot of people using sleeves. So I was going to give those a go, and they do have them. Another bait I've always wanted to try is bonito chunks. Excuse me, bonito chunks, and chum with barracuda, chum with barracuda, chum with I keep wanting to say barracuda, barnacles, which reminds me to make sure. But pretty much everything packed except my pens. Just basic pen, pencil, and two ones with some colors to stay occupied in case take some time to rest. My body's already sore for tomorrow, but I think the chair is still in the car. I have Arctic jacket packed, fuzzy liner, and a blanket that's a scarf, and ooh, yeah, definite need getting up there. So here's the jacket I will be wearing to chemo tomorrow. Found it at a thrift store. Real stoked on it. Finally have a proper jacket that does something that is my size. Because usually I can only find them in a few sizes larger. Which is fine for like the winter, because anything, I mean, I don't know anybody with a working heater, to be honest. Oh wait, besides my parents now. So I got the heater fixed at the tail ends. And I did want to like forever document the skirt. I know this isn't the most interesting thing in the world to some, but I scored on it. Someone made this handmade skirt, and I grabbed it without even seeing the back because it's 50 cents. So I grabbed it just because it was like a good length, you know, long, and it gets really windy, so really need like long pencil skirts, so you know, you're not 7-year itching all over. But the back is like 1930 style with those pleats. Just sick. Never seen such a nice detail. And it's pretty new, judging by the zipper. Just handmade. Probably a recreation to maybe had a matching jacket or something for a full outfit. I can picture it. I think I only have a few things from the 30s that are still wearable, and one of them is a jacket, and the pleating and the stitching is all really interesting. It's like a 1920s building, like a deco building, very architectural, but the fabric is indescribable. It feels light, but it's got weight to it, and so it fits and it moves really interesting, which just wouldn't occur today. And the fabric just is like a thin, regular feeling, kind of like a maybe like blazer fabric or something, but a little rougher. I have to grab that because that would be sick for to see again. But I think I'm going to probably do some doodling and finish packing for tomorrow. I pack anyway. The last few times I didn't go because it is very early in the morning. And I think since it is just sitting around, it really is just sitting around, that like my dad doesn't wake me up in the morning on purpose, because so when I stay, I can't really hardcore dust when he's here, and this is like, I'm the second generation raised here, so gotta get in a lot of the corners and stuff like that. So tomorrow, I said if I don't end up going this, I will reorganize my mom's room, like Jaime style, which is just actually, or nothing stored, no random boxes. Every object is put in its right place. It's like I'm so intent on it. I usually do it in silence. I'm not even kidding, and take hours. And I prefer doing it like if no one's around, because it gets very chaotic, because everything essentially goes to the center of the room and then is rebroadcasted, if you will. So start with clothes, since that is the bulk item. So whatever item there's the most of, like, well, first get rid of any trash. Like, I'm very much a scatterbrained, and my creation stations are always chaos, but getting a lot better with that, and like strategic with storage. But my living area also used to suffer, because all my time and energy was be spent at a desk, and no energy left for anything else. So like frozen burritos and forgetting about things till the next day. And clutter just clutters the mind too, and I never want to experience as much creative block as I have in the last year ever again. So I really want to try to get a lot better at finding shelves. Like shelves are a big part of it, and storage bins. But so start with the garbage, if any, and then the like areas you could set stuff down and clear those, and then you could like start like bulk organizing. But on that note, it's 2:02. There's about if I get to sleep before 2:22, I think I have a chance of getting up at around 6, because gotta be there at 8, meaning gotta get up, wake up, and eat, pack, because gotta pack lunches and stuff, because it's 6 hours. It's supposed to be 4 hours, but it's always 6 hours. And then directly after is radiation. So my dad didn't make it to radiation today. Like, energy is at an all-time low, and everybody, but him especially, because like like the track where it's a perfect straight line of hair loss, like a perfect straight line. Like, I slept with a buzzer, which I've done before. My parents used to be party people once. Yeah, like, always had their friends over, and like music, and everyone had a few beers, and that's when my dad, I think, asked if I could cut his hair, which I did. But my reflexes were just not there. This is before I played modern video games. Modern video game. So I had like 0 reflexes. Okay, just kidding. But you know what I mean? The guard fell off in that second. Like it fell off like as soon as I went back. So it fell off, and then zzz. So that's the only time my dad had a buzz cut thus far. But hello, Matthew. Probably answer a weird question. I found a bunch of these white shirts. I'm trying to find more. Every summer I go through a ton of them. In these parts where there's like thrift stores. A lot of them. And the summer, it's brutal. Unless you're like in water. I mean, you're essentially in water. It's so humid, you're like swimming. But oh, hey, Rooster from above zero. So my dad's going through cancer treatment, and actually at my parents' house. And a few months ago, I came here to help him get the treatments going, but just I mean, everything is different over the phone anyway. And last time I was here a few months ago, like it was a tiny little pebble, but someone told him that it could be a pulled muscle, and just ignored it. It wasn't a pulled muscle. Huge, huge. I mean, tight. It looked like you know, like if you're like picking something up really heavy and like these like tendons stick out. One was like that, like because it's just pulling that hard, and like it started pulling the roots of his teeth. So they that started going away, but I think the radiation, it's neck and throat. I think it's like really affected the ability to eat and smell. So, which I don't mind. I've been um, eating outside with my mom, which my dad didn't even ask for any of that, but the curry smell triggered his stomach, which I kind of expected that, but I wasn't sure because he said like his smell was like fine, but um, the like John Wayne casserole that his friend made him, which was incredible. It was venison, potatoes, cheese, peppers, onions, just everything good. And but green peppers, not like they made it specifically for him, so it was as mild as absolutely possible. I don't even think there was pepper, like black pepper in it, and that smell was too much. So I was like, dang. And then Code was down and had fish and chips, and there's malt vinegar. And ever since then, just started eating it outside. It's really nice, and I don't mind one bit. Which I really like eating outside, and so especially this time of year where the flies aren't out and all that. But but it's just getting to be that point. Yeah, she is. She's also in the hey, what's up? Hey, artist Drew, how you doing? I really appreciate it. It's because it's been brutal. Sigma Chiga, cause I to be honest have no idea what I'm doing on the internet. I just I'm like pushing myself to, cause I think for years I've been saying how I wanted to like do X, Y, Z, because I made stuff, so I always had a hard time like sharing it and stuff. And I always had more fun making it than like the selling portion. But now I don't really make, well, it's half fries, but probably make stuff again. But yeah, I need to get a handle on that. Any advice as far as like social media management is honestly more than appreciated, because I have so many things that like I haven't even got around to posting, because I don't know, already really kind of rotten at that, but trying to get better. But and I also have a lot of email addresses. I've got it down to 2, pretty much, that everything's on. Hello.
So let's see, no protein drinks.
It is brutal. No, sorry. Oh, what's next? You have like 19 emails? Yeah, I was worried about that, because for the longest time, like, I, like Etsy and stuff like that. A lot of times, like, my little shop ideas, because I have had a few Etsy's, but I've also had Etsy ideas, for other shops and stuff. And I would, for some reason, make an email for any, like, idea that I had. So that's why I have, a little too many emails. And, locked out of the one that's, like, my actual name. And that was from so long ago. Hey, I really appreciate that. That's what I really wanted to make tonight. I wanted to make a few of these and a few of these, but every Monday. And Monday and Tuesday, really, for now, as it wrecks me internally. Because Tuesday's the, like, 6 cold hours, but wrecks me. I just love that. The red going into the pink on this one. But next time I make this, I think I'm going to go straight into the silver, or straight into the gold and silver, or try to find a lighter pink for a nicer gradation. But any patterns, more than happy to give them a go. I think next, probably not tomorrow, maybe well, next time I have steam in the middle of the day, I'm gonna pop on during the day to tie a few more of these. I want to start doing that also, because like I said, everything was going well, and I don't even know what to update or anything, but it's like big curve, and like it's I don't know. Like the treatment's going well and everything. It's just the the like the hurdles in between have just gotten, I guess, impossible. But so much time is going by and not enough calories, and it's if anybody has any bulk up ideas, because God, my eyes are fried even just So just making the best out of every moment because I really don't know what's next, and trying to like absorb as many memories as possible. As dark as that is, but it is what it is. Time is as finite gets, and like mysterious amounts. Everyone has mysterious amounts of time, and like it's not like you check it through the app. But am I in Little Rock? No, but that would be pretty a cool spot to see in person. I'm in Southeast Florida. Oh man. What's next? I'm sorry to hear that. I almost lost my mom when I was 16, but pulled through all that. One of those things, it's definitely never caught a break, but I'm well versed in making the most of millisecond, so, and I like nearly everything could like exist like in memory and always accessible, God willing. I think one of the scariest things someone could experience perhaps is Alzheimer's. But open the curtain. It is pitch black out there. But it's 2:17 in the morning. You can see what moon phase it is to see. I think this phone has it. Waning crescent. So it's gonna talk. Oh, I mean it's a little like light pollution, I guess.